that time when your past comes back to haunt you. It'll bring you down.
Today we're here with D, aka Killer BD. How do you even come up with that name when you called yourself Killer BD?
That is immediately a good question. When I first started Instagram, that's what I chose as my username. As weird as it is, I'm a certified horticulturist, so I love gardening and I love bees and I respect pollinators. So I came up with Killer BD in regards to bees. It has nothing to do with Killer Bee.
Yeah.
I wish it did. It doesn't. My first Instagram name was something strange, like with my real name. So I got rid of that, and I've had Killer BD for a few years now.
Yeah, and it is, I guess it's a name that attracts, but I know people are gonna be like, what does bees have to do with apples?
Yeah. I'm sure bees will hit up apples when they're in the flowering stage to pollinate from.
Yeah. Well,
Totally connected.
That's good though. So are you in the business of like doing more, records in the future? I know you did this album and I see you selling shirts and stuff like that. How's that going right now? The production on that?
It's tough. When I released this album, I had big ideas. I wanted to perform. I wanted to put out more music videos and of course sell more merch. Pandemic stopped me right in my tracks. So I'm selling t-shirts, but through like a third-party website called TeePublic. I don't have them on hand. The only thing that I have on hand is like my physical merch, like CDs and my vinyl. So I ship that out myself.
I like the record cover though. Like you have a different I think you have different coverings on your website. What is that, Linktree? So Linktree has a bunch of different covers, and I'm like, man, can I get that on shirts? So I saw your shirt section, so it was like pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got that up there now with TeePublic.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny with this cover.
Yeah.
I did it all myself.
Yeah. You did all that yourself.
I did it.
Man, so you're a photographer too, huh?
I suppose. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of good to be, like to be able to do your own stuff in your own way, because you don't need people to tell you like this is how you should do it, and then it becomes a headache. And it's like, man, I don't want to deal with that. I just want to, feel the vibe, my own vibe, because you're throwing me off. You don't want to be like, tell the photographer, you're fired because you fucking with me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. And these days it can be hard to connect with a photographer or whoever to get things done. So.
Yeah. Yo, you got a look of the artist too. So what do your husband say about that? Like when you taking like the chain, when you got that little bow chain, that was pretty dope when you got that
chain.
Does he kind of like boost your morale? Like, oh yeah, I like that chain.
Definitely.
Did he buy it for you or what?
No, I bought this for myself up in the city a few years ago with the matching earrings. I love Hello Kitty. So for me, this bow resembles Hello Kitty. When my husband and I first met, I challenged him to get a tattoo, and he said he'd get a tattoo of anything. So we have matching Hello Kitty tattoos. I don't know if you can see that there.
That's what's up.
We fit together. So we each have a Hello Kitty tattoo, and that's why I love Hello Kitty.
Since he's the producer and stuff like that, and he help you with your music, we need to definitely get him on here so he can talk about in what directions you're gonna go from here. Like, are you doing any concerts? You ain't doing nothing right now because of COVID. Are you guys even open yet in Canada?
No, we are currently on lockdown.
What?
We have grocery stores that are open.
Yeah.
And the beer store, liquor store. But otherwise, all small businesses, all retail businesses are closed.
Yeah. So that's just mostly like, because you guys in the Eastern time zone, right?
Yes.
And we're on the Western time zone. So what is the Western time zone open, or is it just in the entire Canada is shut down?
Right now, it's just the province of Ontario, and I think perhaps Quebec. I'm not sure about the other provinces, but at least Ontario and Quebec are on lockdown.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So nobody.
So it's nice to be able to be at home and hit the studio and record music. When I'm not in the studio making music, I'm outside gardening.
Yeah, that's good, man. And I had another question for you because I think the number 2 song, Unsuspected, you should try to get that on the new Underworld movie that's coming on.
Oh,
That's coming out. That's coming out pretty, because a lot of artists can like register for that. And if they like your song, they'll take it in.
I should do that. I never send my music anywhere. It's like I'm just, whoever falls upon my music, I'm happy that they hear it, but I would love for more people to hear my music. So that's a good idea.
I'm gonna play that song right now. Is that cool?
Yes, of course.
Right,
that's one of the songs that I had a whole storyline written out to do a music video for this song, to empower women.
Oh, that song was to empower women?
Yeah.
Yo, that was okay. But because you were talking about like after dark, like you just said in the song, can you hear that? Is it too loud or what?
No, I can hear it fine. Okay,
so the way I see it, like, man, so like, the lady that's in Underworld, the main character. So it kind of reminded me like that'd be a good opening for a certain part in the movie. Like if they're walking out one of those dark mansions, this would be a great song for that, Yeah, you got to try to register for that. Definitely try to get this song on before they try to release the newest Underworld movie or any movie.
Send me those details.
All right, I will. I'll do that. I always do a lot of research, so I'll send something to you. Yeah, I don't want that to be too loud so you can't hear me.
It's okay.
Can you hear me though? It's fine on that side?
It's fine.
All right, cool. But yeah, man. What other plans you have? I mean, it'd be good for you to like perform for some of your fans. I know if you throw a private event or something like that, it should work out.
I think once the lockdown's over, you can have up to 50 people outdoors.
Oh, for real?
Hopefully this pandemic ends shortly, but yeah, an outdoor event would be ideal. With my new album that I'm working on, they're a lot more chill. It's a lot more chill of a vibe. So I'm almost thinking an outdoor performance in the middle of the woods would be ideal for me.
Yeah. And that way you can sell your merch and everything else. Because once you get out in the public and you're like, oh, this is my merch, please support. Because once you get that support, that's actually like the money that you can make to create your next album or your next event. Because that's mostly how my mind works. Like I'll do an event and then I'll put the money towards another event or traveling.
Right.
So just always keep that in mind.
Okay. There's a lot of reward in making music and the accomplishment that comes with it. There is not a lot of money. So if somebody is making music, they're not doing it for the money, or at least an independent artist, they're not doing it for the money. Yeah,
it's definitely not for the money basically, but you do need that currency to move forward.
It's true. Yeah.
I know we love music, we love our fans and stuff like that, and that's why we go so hard. But that currency is one thing that you definitely do need to help you move and create the new pathways that you're on.
That's right. Yeah, even with like the next album that I'm working on, I have it in my mind. I want to do a music video that involves a drone.
Oh, okay,
so
that's what's up.
I need to find a videographer that has a drone, and it's gonna cost some money.
Yeah, no. But if you need a camera guy, I'll hook you up.
That'd be awesome.
I got some good camera guys, man. If you need help in Spokane, Washington. So, well, you're on the East Coast, but we're from right here, from Spokane, Washington. We're only like an hour and a half away from the border.
Amazing.
So
I've drove too. I've drove all the way from here in Canada all the way to Florida to see my sister before.
Oh yeah, you went from Florida. So that's just a straight shot anyway, like straight down. You took what is that? 95, I-95 all the way down.
It was I-95, yeah. on my way back home, I also went to Myrtle Beach one year for a family reunion. And on my way back home, I got pulled over in New York State going 169 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
was so
so
close to,
no, go ahead.
I was so close to being like, get my car impounded and off to jail, but they sent me off with a speedy, like a hefty fine instead.
Were you
I was
speeding?
lucky.
You were speeding. You was like, what are you doing? What are you used to driving in Canada?
Oh, I have drove a Honda Civic my whole life. I've had 3 Honda Civics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the best cars, though.
Pardon?
Those are the best cars.
They're so reliable, efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing about Honda Civics is that they have a non-interference engine, and if the timing belt broke, you still can put a new timing belt on it, and it won't even damage the engine.
It's funny you talk about a timing belt because I had to let my very first Honda go because I was again driving home from a road trip and the timing belt blew. And I took it to my mechanic and he let me know what it would cost to get it fixed. And instead, of course, I wanted a new vehicle. So I sold him my first Honda and he's still driving it around because he fixed the timing belt.
But the thing with that is always ask somebody else, because mechanics are trying to get over on you, because Honda Civics have non-interference engines. So if the timing belt goes, it doesn't mess up anything.
Still holds its value.
It still holds its value. And all you got to do is get a new timing belt, change the water pump, just change the timing belt. So don't let people trick you. Always check with somebody on that, because some engines do have non-interference engines.
Right. It's funny. I still have my Honda, but I just this past winter I bought a truck.
Yeah.
I'm now driving as well a 2002 Dodge Ram for my gardening business.
Oh, that's what's up. Is it a Hemi or a non-Hemi?
I don't know. It's huge. It's a sport edition. I feel so powerful behind the wheel of the truck. It's amazing.
Yeah. So my girl has a Dodge Charger with a Hemi. And if you have the version with like a sport package, it's kind of like supercharged. So if you have that, you're on a good level, man. So make sure it's a full package deal. I mean, check up on it, your version of the car that you have. And I think we just got off of music because we were talking about cars, but still.
Hey, it's good to know.
But yeah, I'm gonna promote that people get your album, because your album is one to actually listen to, because it actually tells a story. A lot of albums don't tell a lot of stories these days, and I don't listen to a lot of crap music, so I don't. People be like, "Oh, okay, let's do interviews," and I'm being real right now. I only do interviews with people I think that deserve the time, because if you don't deserve the time, I'm going to skip over you. And I said that, I skipped over a bunch of people, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that interview because I don't think you deserve the time, because a lot of people. I asked a lot of people beforehand, like, is this worth interview? And they go, no, it's not worth an interview. So I send them links of the people's music, and they go, oh yeah, you need to interview those people.
Yeah. Thank you.
But you passed with flying colors. So I asked a couple of people on my crew. So they were like, yeah, we want to let you interview her. Talking like I'm Chinese right now, but.
Question for you. When you DJ, what audio method do you use? Like, do you use digital, CD, vinyl?
So I don't do vinyl no more, since the world is, changing right now. Right. I'm using the digital. So I have the record box. It's with it's Serato.
Okay.
So it's a $3,000 DJ board. So it's not cheap. So yeah. So I'm doing that, and I do like festivals and events like that, like onesie parties, hip hop parties, dubstep, rave, EDM. I do it all. I'm a universal DJ, so I do everything. So I even throw in like music like yours just to calm everybody down, because if I see a fight about to break out, I'll throw something calm on. But sometimes I don't realize the fight is about to break out, and I got like hip hop going, and then it's like in their mind they're so drunk and
It's just
tipsy. They're like,
encouraging it.
yeah, you know how America is. We people kind of crazy over here.
Well, aren't we all though?
Yeah. I had a friend hook me up with a gig over there in Canada, but soon as Corona hit, that was canceled.
Crazy.
Yeah.
When I released my last album, I went up to Toronto, which is where I had my record cut,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
went to pick it up. And that was just when the pandemic was starting. I remember going to a local coffee shop and it was packed. And I had just watched the news before warning about COVID, and there was people coughing around inside this coffee shop. And I'm like, oh God, I gotta get out of here.
Damn.
Got my records and ran.
Man, well, that was good. At least you cut it before. And then did they mail you copies or what? Digitally email them to you?
No, I went up to Toronto directly to pick up the vinyl.
Oh, okay. So your first record was
She
vinyl. So when did the digital copies come out?
March of last year.
2020?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
so I
Though.
just celebrated the 1 year anniversary of my full LP.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you just actually did that. And that's good. Because it takes time for people to actually notice who you are.
It's
You know.
true. It's crazy. I get, new listeners that trickle in all the time, and I'm so excited every time like I sell a vinyl or whichever. And the
Yeah.
fact that I just hit 5K and I was able to give away one of these copies made my day.
Yeah, I have a bunch of music as well that I didn't release, but it'll be released. But I'm just chilling.
Nice.
I'm chilling because I'm dealing with a bunch of artists that I collaborate with.
Right.
And that's the hard part. When you collaborate with people, they're not on the same motivation level you on because you're like, I want to put this out.
It's
And
true.
they're like, let's wait because I just put one album out. I want to put this one out 8 months from now. And I'm like,
Oh,
let's just put the single out.
I'm like sitting on the edge of my seat to release another album because I'm like, oh, it's been a year. I've released one single since my last album, and I'm dying to put out more. My new songs really do come from the heart this time.
Yeah.
They really have a good message.
So
I
what
haven't
did
sorry.
so when you said that, I'm sorry. When you said that this time from your heart, this time, were you going through a lot of frustration, pain, stress the last time when you released it?
Yes.
Yeah, you know why? Because I'm a psychologist and I understand people. For real, I went to school for that, but I understand when you said that, I was like, oh man, that's okay. She must have went through some depression, stress, and pain, anxiety. So
I think
that's
that's the reason why I'm able to write. I think the only fictional song from my last album is Unsuspected. Everything else came from things that I've experienced.
yeah, that's good. That's what creates a writer. Mostly poets, they come from that dark area and they write so much. I mean, I'm a poet too, so that's what I write on. If I'm feeling that, because darkness and pain kind of fuels you to like push harder and go further because you're so angry inside. You got to find the filter. And when
Yeah.
you find that filter, you're like, okay, I'm putting this up so people can feel me from one side, and then maybe I'll, emerge into the light.
And I love how different feelings can be interpreted other than what they are. I've
Yeah.
had so many people, say that, I can't even say a song in particular, but like even my first song, perhaps the very first single that I released, Some Days, if you listen to that, people think that it's about going to heaven, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably something you were like, dealing with in your mind when you made that one.
Yes.
So yeah, it's very complex, but you still were able to create it.
You know it.
Yeah, but that's something like over the whole year when I watched you, you were growing, man. I was like, yo, look at her. She's like doing their own little. Can I get a poster like of the apple hand with you holding it? Well, I can get one done, but if you want me to buy it and wherever I can support you, I can buy it.
Okay. I have merch available on my Bandcamp. So you take a
Yeah.
look and let me know what you want.
So don't worry, I bought your whole entire album. So that's being supportive, but you know, I'll buy a shirt. See, okay, so I got my friend's shirt on right now. Better
Who's
Days.
face is on it?
Yo, they're a dope as band. They're like rock and pop. And
Nice.
so we got an event coming up here, a skating rally. So we're gonna do that April 17th.
Like skateboarding?
No, it's like roller skating, like a roller
Oh, okay,
derby.
yeah.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
roller derby. So we're gonna do that April 17th. I'll be DJing and then they'll do the band thing. And I'm like, yo, this is gonna be great. And so they're coming in, and that's gonna be for a couple of hours, probably 8 hours. And then after that, I gotta go DJ at the club.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
How do you keep your
it's
energy
awesome.
going for that long?
Huh?
How do you keep your energy going for that long?
It's mostly the people though. Once you have fans and you're that type of artist, entertainer, you don't let up. You got to keep going. Like, yo,
I'm
I'm
sure
gonna,
that you feed off the energy of other people for sure.
yeah, for real, man.
I know I do. If somebody's down and having a bad day, I swear I absorb that. I'm like a sponge. If you're happy, I'm happy. But if you're down, I'm down.
Well, yeah, we're like succubus. So we like taking that energy in.
I'm so sorry. I just had a call coming through. I had to decline.
Oh yeah, I understand that, man. There's no problem here. So I understand. Because that happens to me. So that's why I don't use my phone anymore when I'm doing Zoom. Because
Okay.
if I use Zoom, people will call and text. So I got my phone on vibrate.
Good idea. I should have used a laptop. I will next time.
Yeah. Probably a couple of, well, if you want to do 3 to 4 months away from now, because what I want to do is help you with your merch. And we can do an interview on your merch and stuff like that. And I'll do a whole bunch of editing where I'll put your website up and then they can follow your website. And yo, dude, it helps a lot when you do that. For
Thank
real, man.
you. 3 to 4 months would be perfect. That's probably just when I'm going to be like getting ready to push out my next album.
Oh, cool, man. And I know a lot of people support you, especially like there's a lot of American boys over here. They love Canadian women, so they will support you, you know. And don't tell your husband I said that.
Okay, no, that's okay.
Uh,
He sees it.
it's
He
motivation.
sees
It's motivation.
it.
Tell him it's calm down.
I've even told him I'm like sex sells. That's the reality of
Sex
the world.
sells. That is a reality, and you're right about that.
Yeah,
But just
we
don't
live
take
in
your shirt
a
off.
narcissistic world, and got to give people what they want.
Don't give him too much. Don't give him
No.
nipples. Those are his
Well,
nipples.
there's
Okay.
no OnlyFans, which is funny. I posted a story not too long ago, and I said, check out my OnlyFans, and it was to my link tree to connect everybody to my music, and I
Yeah.
found it hilarious the amount of clicks that I had on that.
How many clicks you had on that?
At least 30 off of OnlyFans.
Was it instantly? Like,
Just over the span of a story, 24 hours.
oh yeah, that's a lot though for 24
I thought it
hours.
was funny.
Yeah. Just think about it was like 48 hours.
I let it
That
play.
would probably multiply times 10.
Oh Lord. I could just imagine.
Yeah, but that's what people focus on though. OnlyFans, and if you're gonna show some skin, they go like, oh man, she's showing skin today, and it looked like it's moisturized.
Yeah, I'd rather sell my voice.
Yeah, sell your voice,
It's
man.
more respectable.
Yeah, don't give into that too much. If you're doing like a summer or spring event or something like that, not an event, just like a photo shoot, do
Yeah.
that with your album while you're holding your album. And people are like, oh man, I love the little petite women, you know. Mm-hmm.
I think it would be so fun to go to an apple orchard to take some photos. So
Oh,
when this the red delicious apple that I'm holding in the cover. So I'd love to go to a red delicious apple farm and do some photos.
yep. And they're gonna be like, she loves fruits. I love fruits too. Mm. So
Cousin.
yeah, and that could spark a kind of a memory flex too for people because then I'm like, she's like Sleeping Beauty without the poisonous apple.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, the idea I have for my next album is immersed in the woods. So you'll just wait for it. You'll see me in the middle of the forest. I
Yo,
can't
that'd
wait.
be awesome, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
do that. And like I said, if you do that, it's gonna look like you ever watched the TV show Once Upon a Time?
Yes. Couple
That would be
episodes.
that'd be awesome if you did a version of something like that in your video.
Yeah.
And it will bring so much attention to you. And people are like, man, she just pulled that off. Like,
I would love it. Like I even envision like hundreds of candles, like and of course very safe little candle
whoa.
holders put all throughout the woods. I can't wait. I have
Now
big ideas. I really do.
then you'll pull all the Wiccans and pagans and they'll be like, she knows the craft. Mm, very spiritual.
Yes.
So yeah, do that. Definitely pull that out. Run it by your husband. You guys probably already discussed it, but I
Oh
think
yeah.
it would be awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Keep your visions clear and keep going in that direction. Don't let
Not
anybody
gonna stop that momentum, that's for sure.
yeah, don't let nobody throw you off your track, man. So keep doing what you're doing. Like tell your husband it's okay, but don't show too much
Yeah,
skin. I mean, you can if you want, but don't show too much skin because you want to keep him on a fine line. You don't want him to be like, I'm getting jealous now. This guy just said you have buttery nipples. You don't want to have dudes saying crazy stuff and then he throws him off. He needs to be focused because he's a producer.
That's right. We don't want him removing my music from the from all the platforms, right? No,
You just
it's all
posted
going
his photo, taking it down.
delete.
Yeah, you don't want that. But
No.
if he wants, because that when you become a celebrity or in the entertainment business like that, it's kind of like what it takes. It's not like selling your soul because you haven't signed yourself to a record label. But if you're independent, you must do what record labels do, but without the contract. You know what I'm
True.
saying? But on your limit, you can show ooh, I almost showed that, but I didn't. Something like that. Just to mess with the mind, tempt the mind a little bit, but not a lot.
So we all have an imagination, might as well let it run.
Yeah, let it run. Yeah, but don't do what all these Instagram models are trying to do, and they're just putting themselves out there to get like all these 20,000 viewers. You don't need to do that because you're original. See, I don't pay for any followers. All mine are organic. And I see that
I
yours
agree.
is at what 5,006 right now.
I think that's why it took me months to get to 5,000 because I don't buy followers.
Keep it organic, man, because I'm keeping it organic.
Yeah.
Because when people see you doing stuff on your own time and out of your own pay, that is organic. Everybody that got like 200K, they're basically paying for followers.
I lose respect for people that, pay for their followers and buy them. And then at the same time, I feel bad for them because they have that need to be accepted by the masses. But yeah, organic is much better. It's nice to connect with real people.
That's good because you're down to earth, man, and you can see it. And a lot of people don't see it. I never wanted to go that route. So I never paid for anything. So if I get to that level, okay, I earned it, in a positive way.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, yeah, keep doing that. I like that, man. You kind of motivate me because you do that. You're catching up with me, by the way. I'm at 6,096, but I'm pretty sure you'll surpass me because a lot of artists do surpass me. And I'm just, I'm a DJ, but I'm an artist at the same time, but I got to focus on entertaining the crowd. And I'm not really worrying about too much of Instagram because I have to be in the public. So when I'm in the public, people actually know me. Instagram don't know me like that. So I'm just like, don't really care. So if it grows, it grows. And I'm looking at numbers. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But
Exactly.
it's only the thing that actually supports and motivates you more is when you're in the public, you know. So wait until you get in the public and you do like real-time videos, and then you post them on Instagram. People gonna be like, oh shit. Then you're gonna boost up to like 30K.
Yeah, I would love to do some live videos. I never do. I never go live. I'm not quite like my husband where I'm trying to keep everything a mystery, but I love making music, but at the same time, I'm slightly shy, a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
reserved and held back, but that's anxiety speaking.
Yeah, you can kill that though. Like mentally, if you just kill that fear. I mean, I don't know if you have fear, but anxiety. A lot of artists do have anxiety, and that's why a lot of artists do get on cocaine, weed. We all smoke weed. Everybody smoke weed. I'm not gonna lie. I smoke weed, but I quit. I quit 2 months ago. Though, because I'm trying to get back on track of my martial arts status and sports. Because I'm gonna be playing basketball again, so I need my
You're getting back
lungs.
on your regimen. Do you ever listen to Stickman?
Oh,
You have to check him
Yeah.
out. Back on My Regimen.
Yeah, I did.
Out album or whatever it's called.
Yeah. But dude, I was gonna ask you a question, like, because I'm a real person and I do real fucking things. So I'm gonna ask you, you can tell me later, but I'm gonna ask you about the price of that necklace.
Oh my God. It's not real.
Oh, don't
So
tell me,
it
don't tell me.
probably was- All right, it's not real though.
But it's dope. Whoever made it, they made it look like real. Is it cubic zirconia? Zirconia, right?
I love it.
Cubic zirconia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your girl there? I can't see her.
Oh, you can't because I have like the green screen photo thing for your background. Because
Cool.
when I do these videos, I want to support the artist where people can see, like, okay, you better get this fucking record right now. You know, see that fucking record, you better get it. The apple you can't eat right now.
Nope.
If you're hungry, go to the store. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. You hit up the supermarket. They've got fresh, red, delicious apples.
For real.
I'll tell you something funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I've got this on vinyl, and you can see the song titles in the back. And when I got my CD made for the same album, the song titles, when we submitted them differently. So they're not in the same order on the CD and the vinyl. No one knows that but you.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Well, now everybody's gonna know because you just told them on a video. I could edit that out though. I can edit that out if you want me to.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I didn't do a live stream because sometimes Facebook is because I can live stream it to Facebook, to YouTube and Instagram. But the thing is, it's all the coding that I have to put in it. Then sometimes it's like fuzzy sometimes, and the quality is, diminished. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The quality's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, I like this interview. It's pretty much better than some of my recent ones in 2021, but this is very cool.
Where can I look at your past interviews?
I got some on YouTube. Well, I got most of them on YouTube, and then I have a few on Instagram. But it's kind of because when you post stuff on Instagram, they kind of like they don't size it right, and they mess up all the animations and stuff that I put on. Like if I put your website on there, it would cut half of that off.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it's just when you do the IGTV thing, yeah, it kind of messes it up. I think they need to fix that. But all the programmers and stuff like that and coders they can fix that issue, but they do not fix it. I know you listening to me Instagram. I don't really care.
Yeah. Fix it.
Yeah, they need to fix that because every time I know you got to have the correct pixels. I mean, for it to be high def and stuff like that, but the size of it, even if you have an editor that sizes it to the YouTube size, it still doesn't fit.
Yeah, not quite the same.
Yeah. It's a bunch of crap though. But yeah, man. So yeah, how you think your new release is gonna do? How has it been doing right now since you released it? How many
It's
listeners
been
do you
really
have?
good. Pardon?
How many listeners do you have on your new one?
That's a good question. I don't know. I have it on
In
my
full
music on
satisfactions.
Simple Satisfactions. Well, it's on all digital music platforms. So Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal. I can't list them all because there's too many.
Oh yeah.
Bandcamp is my favorite because Bandcamp actually supports artists.
Yeah, Bandcamp does. And that's a good choice that you made. So you selected all the ones you wanted, or did they give you all those within the
You can
pack?
select the ones you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you get a chance, like calculate all those numbers and let me know how many listeners you have.
I will. I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, man. You don't
Usually
have to
leave
do it.
that to my husband, to my producer, to do that for me.
Yeah.
I'm not technical.
Put his ass to
That's
work.
the issues with the Zoom at the beginning.
Yeah, put him to work. Like,
Yeah. He's currently in the studio.
oh, he's in the studio right now?
Yeah.
Oh, is that his guitar in the background? Does he play the guitar?
He does play guitar, but no, that's just some lo-fi
Oh,
music I'm playing.
oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Tell him I play the guitar too. And
Do
the
you?
piano.
Nice.
And the piano.
Awesome.
I haven't been playing for a couple of years though, but I need to get back on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a lot to catch up with Alicia Keys on.
Oh gosh, she's
She's
incredible.
dope.
I love how she produces music too.
She does everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would
Yeah.
have to catch up with her.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not a rat race, Alicia Keys. I know you watch my fucking videos and I'm gonna tag your motherfucking ass. Anyway. Yeah, but I like to make my interviews fun and make people comfortable. Not where you're feeling like you're investigated. Like where were you at February 21st?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit like that.
Nothing creepy. It's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that way your mind is relaxed and your mind is more open and we can talk about anything. Like I knew you for years, but I knew you for a year through, Instagram, but Facebook and Instagram is kind of the same, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. I don't like Facebook though.
Yeah, Facebook it kind of throws you off sometimes, but Instagram is kind of like it's private, but you still have people that view and comment, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like the interactions on Instagram.
Yeah, that's
It's basically the only social media app that I use now.
Oh yeah, cool.
I've tried out Twitter. I don't like it. I even tried out TikTok for one day. I don't like it.
Yeah, TikTok is something else, but now they connected it to Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it surprises me that like these people have like 90K on Instagram, but then you go to their not Instagram, but on TikTok, they got 90K on TikTok, but then you go to Instagram, they don't really have that many. So I'm just like,
and there's no interaction on their posts. I've seen it too.
yeah, I was like, man, it's all alive, basically, kind of.
Yeah, it's an illusion. It's like even with reels, like I've posted a couple of reels and the views to the likes and comments, it's never the same. So I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. To everybody that's watching, we didn't rehearse this because this is something we coming straight off the dome with. And all my questions are straight off of my head. So I don't write shit down. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that creative to go, oh, I want to speak to you about what you think about your album, how you feel about your album, how you feel about your fans. So everything comes off the mind because I'm so into music like that. Mm-hmm. And like I said, you need to get that shit registered in a movie, your songs.
That'd be so fun. Yeah. I'm so grateful for my fans. It's crazy to me how complete strangers will support a complete stranger like myself. I love it. It's the kindness of other people is astounding sometimes.
You know what? You're not the only person that said that. You said that exactly like my artist. So me and my girl was talking to our artist, one of my artists. What was it last week? It was last week, and we were talking to him, and he was like, I get more support from people that was like in high school with me, and I'm like, really? And then people, and they were like kind of like strangers, that people that just knew him,
Yeah,
but you get that support, and people that actually know you in the present time won't support you.
it's true. It's like they don't believe in you,
Yeah.
which is astounding. Yeah.
It's kind of like they want to see you fail, but it's like, I'm gonna show him. That's your motivation. Like, I'm gonna show them, him and
Absolutely.
her. So
Yeah. Yeah.
like, I
I
don't
get
know.
I get from my family. I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, family will support you. I'm not saying, I'm not gonna say all family, but some family will support you.
It's true. Yeah, not all. That's definitely true. My on my album or Sinful Satisfactions, You Were Exposed, I wrote about my brother.
Oh, okay.
So
Man,
if you
that's
listen to
good.
that's a personal experience of something that went on with my brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because you pull that motivation from things that are happening to you in your life. So that's pretty good, man. I like that.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
well, thank you so
creativity.
much.
That's
I
good
appreciate
creativity,
your
man.
support.
Yeah, because I've been down that same road, so I understand how it is.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah,
dealing
it can
with
be
life.
discouraging sometimes, especially when you're hit with a pandemic when you released your first full LP. But I'm still happy with the sales and everything that's went on.
Oh yeah, that's good, man. And that kind of that the COVID affected everybody when it
Yes.
came, and I was at the casino. I was just starting that 2020 year out at the casino, and I was
Mhm.
like, it's time to push harder. So I
Yeah.
think in December I did play 2019 at a casino, and then 2020 was my year where I'm like, oh yeah, we about to tear the club up. So I was pushing and pushing, and then 2020 I did do a festival where I
Mhm.
did EDM, rave, hip hop, because I'm a universal DJ, so I played it all.
Yeah.
And we got another one coming up in May. So that's gonna be from 28th to the 31st, and we got bands, we have DJs, we have a bunch of other things going on. So it's gonna
I
be,
wish I could be there.
yeah, man. I mean, you can be there if you want. You want me to put you on the roster? I'm just
If I could
saying.
travel, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
No,
I'm hoping to be able to perform this year. This pandemic has to break at some point.
yeah, it does, man. Certain states in the US they're trying to open back up, and we have limitations to what we can do.
Yeah.
But any idea of what part of Canada you're gonna do any events at?
If I do, it would be in my hometown here of Peterborough, but I would venture probably to the city, to Toronto.
Yeah, more
Mhm.
populated areas will get you more
Yeah. Yeah.
advancement on your clothing, your record, everything.
Mhm. Yeah. Definitely to Toronto.
Yo, man, I need to get one of. I'll be like, I got the shirt on, so I need to get one of those shirts, man.
That's
For real.
awesome. Thank you.
So, how long does it take for you to get a shirt for the people to know? If you order a shirt off that line, how long does it take for you to get a shirt? Can you get it within that week, 3 to 5 days, or?
I think it ships out within a week, but then
Okay.
at that point, it's in the hands of the postal system. So that's a tough question at that point.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm pretty sure that you should be able to get a tracking number, so it would give you an idea how long it would take.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because I myself, I press my own clothing. So if
Nice.
I did them, I did it that day. The next day, I'm gonna ship it out.
Awesome. You have your own silk screen?
Yeah, well, I have it's, it's like the new silk screen. So it's like a print press.
Yeah.
So it's like a full A and a full B. So what it does is transfer from A to B, and it's like a silk screen, and you just put it on that paper and you just press it out.
Nice. That sounds good.
Yeah, but it's a lot of work because you got to deal with that shit, and you got to deal with addresses, and but it's good like that you're doing that, because I might have to do that too when I have so many more bookings coming up. So I might have
Yeah.
to do the same thing you're doing. I
Yeah.
started doing that, but then I was like, let me stop it real quick because I can't pay attention to that. And I have to pay attention to the public more.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yo, man, can I call you Killer BD or D?
You can call me whatever you like, Killer BD or D.
I was just be like, what up, D?
Mhm.
What up, D? Can I get one of them apples? I don't want no poison one now. I don't want no poison COVID apple.
Exactly.
No. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna let the people know this is kind of like do you have anything to tell the people at the end of this interview? Because I'm about to close it out right now.
Well, just if you have a minute, listen to my music. You can listen to it for free, or if you want to support, you can head to my website. Otherwise, stay tuned for my next album, Fresh Air Fantasy.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. That's just gonna be Fresh Air Fantasy.
Yes.
Man, sound like I could smoke a blunt to that. But yeah.
Yeah, you know it. I'm narrowing it down. I have about 8 to 10 tracks. I think I may just put 8 tracks on the album,
Yeah.
maybe 2 as a bonus, but we'll see.
That's good. Yeah, because I mean, it's hard for a lot of artists these days because everything's digital. And if it wasn't digital, you can sell so much more, especially if you were out in the streets on a blog saying, buy my album, people will buy it directly. But right now with COVID, it's kind of hard because people are on unemployment. A lot of artists are on unemployment because they're trying to make so much happen and they can't, and they left their jobs just to become an artist, and now they're unemployed. And a lot of artists don't want to go back to those regular jobs where I don't want to work for an employer no more because I want to be my own boss.
It pushes your dream down when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, and it kind of kills your spirit too. If you go back to a regular job, then you're like, man, I'm back where I started when I was becoming an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But don't
It's
lose.
nice to have freedom.
Yeah, that is true. And but
Control
don't lose.
with what you're doing.
Yeah, I like that though. And you got your motivator back there. He's back there hiding. Tell him out. I called him out. He's hiding right now. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the studio. So go ahead with your interview.
Yeah, we're gonna be working on more of my music later tonight.
Okay, that's cool, man. People, you gotta stay tuned for a new album that's coming out. Are you gonna release that in 2021 or 2022?
This year.
All right, that's what's up.
Yep.
Well,
Probably the end of summer.
oh, okay. So we're gonna push this one through the spring.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
okay.
And right now I'm deciding on a color because I want to do colored vinyl for my next album.
Yeah.
I'm thinking green, but I don't know for sure. I'll probably do a vote to see what my fans want.
Yeah, that's a good way to go. Yeah, that's a great direction. So definitely ask them, and if you get a good number, you're like, all right, I'm going to take this color,
Consensus says.
Yep, true. So we're gonna close this out. This is D, aka Killer BD, right? And we're gonna go with that because the AKA also means also known as, if nobody knows what AKA means. I'm just being funny right now, but I know you guys know. Killer BD, you feel me? Check her out. Check out her clothing line on linktree.com, but look up, what is it? D. Her artist name is D. Check her out. Say it one more time. D.
D songs.
D songs. Check it out. But you guys can go to her Instagram as well and get the direct link and click on it. So check out on Instagram, Killer BD. Check that out. I will also have that running across the screen as well, so you guys can see that and visualize it, and then actually follow her on that. Show your love, show your support, download it. Apple iTunes is the easiest place to go download that. Bandcamp is one thing she actually relies on because it support artists, man, for real. Check that out. We were here with D, the artist, aka Killer BD, And DJ Biley, you already motherfucking know. Also, follow my people, Better Days in North Idaho, the Northwest. They do an event with me, so check that out. Shout out to Better Days. Shout out to D. Thank you for being in an interview with us, man. We love you and your music, and you're dope as fuck, man.
Thank you.
We'll have you back on here so you can do an interview with your clothing line, and because your clothing line is what's gonna count, you know, for your future shows. So
Got it.
let's support her guys, and show us some love. It's 2021. You're welcome. It's 2021, and we'll see you later, man. Take it easy.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace.
Later. Tell your husband I said what's up.
But it'll always come back to haunt you. When life's unfair, just know the karma holds true. The curse is cast because of what you've done.